So a massive show of strength by the DMK last evening in Trichy. Hello and welcome to the special broadcast on the state of war in South. Our focus is going to be on what's happening in the state of Tamil Nadu. I'm Akshita Nandagopal, and let me get you details of what really happened last evening at that DMK rally. MK Stalin went ahead and released the vision document, and that's triggered a plagiarism war between Stalin and Kamal Haasan ahead of the elections. The DMK chief announced his big electoral promises for Tamil Nadu. Kamal Haasan has responded saying that the DMK has lifted the Makkal Needhi Maiam's ideas.
A massive show of strength, a sea of black and red, the Dravidian colours. As lakhs of people came together for a mega DMK rally in Trichy, MK Stalin launched his vision document. Stalin, who's waging a war to be the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, released a 10-year vision document on what he's offering the people of Tamil Nadu. And here are the highlights.
The DMK has now put out a vision document. Interestingly, it's a 10-year vision document that MK Stalin has announced. It has 1,000 rupees per month, which will be given to every homemaker, according to the DMK. Besides that, very ambitious target of 10 lakh jobs being created every year in the state of Tamil Nadu. They're also saying that there'll be a rise in per capita income to 4 lakh rupees. Besides that, the vision document mentions doubling of scholarships for SC and ST community candidates. Running water supply in every single village is another promise that's been made in this vision document. Besides that, they've also spoken about development in every village where internet connection will be available everywhere across the state. Concrete houses is something that the DMK is focused on, saying that they will build 9.75 lakh concrete houses and thereby ensure that slums are slowly gotten rid of. An issue that in fact has resonated a lot in Tamil Nadu is that of manual scavenging and the fact that it's still happening. MK Stalin has promised that this will be completely eliminated using technology. Doubling of healthcare staff is another big promise that's been made in this vision document. Let me highlight again that this is a 10-year vision document that the DMK released in Trichy.
The biggest talking point, 1,000 rupees for every homemaker.
தமிழ்நாட்டில் உள்ள குடும்ப தலைவிகள் அனைவருக்கும் மாதந்தோறும் 1000 ரூபாய் உரிமை தொகை வழங்க இருக்கிறோம். ரேஷன் கடைகளில் உணவுப் பொருட்களை பெறும் அனைத்து குடும்பங்களும் இதனால் பயனடையும்.
The DMK chief from the rally stage also lashed out at rival and incumbent Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy.
அதற்கு பின் பாஜகவின் அடிமையாகி சசிகலாவை ஏமாத்தி பழனிசாமியோட ஆட்சிக்கு எதிராக வாக்களிச்சவோ பன்னீர்செல்வத்தையே துணை முதலமைச்சர் பதவி கொடுத்து பெயருக்கு வச்சுக்கிட்டார் பழனிசாமி. இப்படி கடந்த 10 ஆண்டு காலத்துல தமிழகத்தை முழுமையாக நாசமாக்கிட்டாங்க. மொத்தமா ஊருக்குலைச்சிட்டாங்க.
But Stalin has come under attack over his ambitious vision document. Makkal Needhi Maiam chief and superstar Kamal Haasan has accused DMK chief of copying his vision document.
இல்லத்தரசிகளுக்கு ஊதியம் என்ற இந்த ஒரு கருத்து கோட்பாட்டை முன்வைத்த முதல் கட்சி நாங்கள் தான். நாங்கள் சொல்கிறோம் 50 லட்சம் பேருக்கு எங்கள் ஆட்சி காலத்தில் வேலை வாய்ப்புகள் என்கிறோம். அதையே அவர் தமிழில் மொழிபெயர்க்கிறார். அவர் தமிழில்.
So what's similar? Well, both parties have promised income for homemakers and also the big job promise. The DMK has promised 10 lakh jobs per year, the MNM 50 lakh jobs in 5 years. Will voters be able to make the difference, and will it matter at all when voting actually begins?
In a massive event at Trichy, attended by lakhs of cadres, MK Stalin gives out a series of promises. Important ones are about increasing jobs, converting below poverty line into prosperity line, and of course giving 1,000 rupees to homemakers to support them. However, Kamal Haasan now claims that these ideas which allegedly has been stolen by the DMK leader, and DMK can only say that there is no iota of truth in it. With camera person Divyan, Pramod Madhav for India Today.
Let me take this across now to Manu Sundaram of the DMK, who's joining us on this broadcast. Manu, good afternoon. What do you make of what Mr. Kamal Haasan has said, saying that this is a copy-paste vision document?
I would not dignify Mr. Kamal Haasan's statements, Akshita, but because this is a serious TV show, I will answer your question. Firstly, before I begin, let me clarify that the DMK vision document, as announced by the party president yesterday, does not talk about homemakers at all. The 1,000 rupee a month as an entitlement is given to every ration card holder. So as you know, in a family, there is one ration card. So it's for every household. There are 2 crores a household in Tamil Nadu. Now, the question naturally would arise from you, Akshita, as to which account would you give that money in? So therefore, in order to make that abundantly clear, it would go into the woman who is at the head of the family. The person does not need not be a homemaker as we conventionally understand it. The person can be a woman who's also working. What we've proposed, Akshita, I would like you to perhaps clarify this in future, is that it is a universal basic income idea.
Okay.
It is a tool that is found great resonance not only in countries like Finland and Switzerland, but also in Kenya and Brazil. So 1,000 rupees per household through the ration card, so per ration card holder per month. And it would go directly into the account of the woman who's at the head of the family. Hence, he has used the word Kudumba Talaivi, just to make that clear. But he never said homemakers, because may I just make one other point, Akshita, which is that to say that we would only give homemakers this is completely, according to me, goes against the grain of universal basic income. As you know, Tamil Nadu prides itself in many universalization schemes such as healthcare, public distribution system, and so on. So therefore, ours is quite different to anything that is proposed or suggested by Mr. Kamal Haasan. Like I said, I don't want to get into that debate, but ours is a universal basic income idea. And this is further bolstered, Akshita, by the fact that if you see last year, over the COVID pandemic, the number of job opportunities for women has gone down. The number of job opportunities at large, be it in the formal or the informal sector, has gone down. This is not Manu's idea. This is what the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy says. So therefore, this requires a demand side intervention, as many economists have argued. So this is actually putting money into people's hands. And that is the only way the DMK believes, Akshita, to revive the economy, which has been completely run to the ground, both by the state and the central governments.
No, so Manu, okay, I'm glad you've given us that clarity, especially about the point of homemakers, because if it was the same as the Makkal Needhi Maiam, then there is certain, ground to which Kamal Haasan can say this. But he's not limited it to this point of, homemakers and them getting some money. You're saying that this is for every household and... okay, so it's not restricted to homemakers, but there are 2 other points.
It's a universal basic income scheme.
Yeah, so very different then from what Kamal Haasan is proposing. But the other 2 points, one is about the jobs front. The fact that Mr. MK Stalin has said, 10 lakh jobs per year. Kamal Haasan is saying, look, I've said 50 lakh jobs. That amounts to the same thing. He's saying 50 lakh jobs 5 years. Stalin is saying 10 lakh jobs per year.
Well, even Mr. Tejasvi Yadav, in as early as October 2020, Akshita, you would remember this better than me, proposed to create 10 lakh jobs. Job creation cannot be Mr. Kamal Haasan or Mr. Edappadi Palaniswamy, or even for that matter of fact, Mr. Narendra Modi's sole proprietorship. They cannot claim some sort of copyright over job creation. 10 lakhs is the number we fixed based on analyzing and understanding the number of unemployed young people in Tamil Nadu. As you know, Tamil Nadu has a greater number of unemployment or underemployment because we have a higher educational standard. So therefore, more people are getting through our colleges and schools, obviously. And therefore, in order to make sure that they all have opportunities, we are trying to make sure that, these number of jobs are created. So again, I would not dignify Mr. Kamal Haasan's, claim with any sort of a response. But 10 lakhs a year is what we have decided. And in fact, I would argue, Akshita, very humbly, that it is better to quantify this in terms of number of years. Because, you cannot say, I will give you something over 5 years and the first 4 years you not at all, deliver on any of these promises and say, I will deliver all of this on your 5th year. So in fact, the right way I would argue to say this is 10 lakhs jobs a year. And again, like I said, job creation cannot be the sole copyright or patented idea or scheme of any one political party. It is the need of the nation today.
Okay. Manu, thank you for joining us on India Today and putting forth your view on this entire controversy where Kamal Haasan is saying it's a copy-paste document. You're saying there's no question of plagiarism or of taking or stealing any ideas from Kamal Haasan. And I'm glad you put forth the clarity, particularly on the point of homemakers getting monthly income. Manu Sundaram, thank you for joining us on this broadcast.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.